I don't think anybody would believe this. Right in the middle of nowhere is this very simple wood bench right by the river. Maybe you'd only find something like this in a college town. When your mind is open and your heart is full, and you have your whole life ahead of you. This is a beautiful place to sit to watch the sun come up or the sun go down. Everybody, thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. I hope you had a good week. I had such a good week, and I wanted to thank you so much for your sweet comments last week about the wedding and my dress. I can't tell you how much your kindness meant to me. So thank you so much. You know, over the years, I have done videos about my favorites from Amazon, HSN, QVC, but I've never done a video on my favorites from Etsy. This summer, I bought so many magical things from Etsy, so many things for the wedding that I went to, so many things for my yard. So I want to go through and show you some of these beautiful things that I got off of Etsy and why. And I got an email from Magic Links, and they're a little company that helps me put links underneath my videos in case you see something you want and you can click on the link. Well, anyway, they sent me an email saying, would you like to do a 2-minute shout out for Etsy? And I thought, is this kismet? Well, of course I would, but I can't do it in 2 minutes. So I guess you could say this is a sponsored video by Etsy for 2 minutes. But I just want to have fun. And at the end of the video, I want to talk to you a little bit about something that happened to me when I was filming in the woods. And, well, you're my best friend, so I want to confide in you. So stick around till the end, okay? The number one thing that I buy off of Etsy is jewelry. And I love Art Nouveau jewelry. I just think it's so exquisite and beautiful. And off of Etsy, I have my favorite sellers, and the quality is, well, it's just superb. This set of 3 necklaces, I think it's so pretty, and I wore it to so many special occasions this summer. So I wanted to make sure that I shouted out this shop on Etsy for their beautiful Art Nouveau jewelry. Just exquisite. I also bought my daughter-in-law the necklace, bracelet, and earrings that she wore on her wedding day. I got them off of Etsy way before I knew that Etsy wanted me to talk about them for 2 minutes. But oh my gosh, this was a $300 set that I got for half the price. And she loved it. This is a jewelry box that I got off of Etsy, and it holds so many sets of my earrings and my bracelets and my necklaces. And the one thing that I will always cherish is the necklace, the pendant that I wore at my son's wedding, and the matching earrings I got off of Etsy. And they're so exquisite and so beautiful. And I want to show you a close-up of that set. I don't think I'm ever going to wear that set again. I think I'm just going to keep them, tuck them away for my granddaughters someday. But I just think they're just so beautiful, and I'm just so grateful for Etsy that offered me something. I mean, I ordered a couple other necklaces for the wedding off of Amazon, and they came and they were so cheap looking, and my daughter-in-law did the same. She ordered a nice necklace for $40 off of Amazon to wear on her wedding day, and she knew it looked cheap. And anyway, so I can't say enough beautiful things about Etsy. Let me show you a close-up of the jewelry that I wore on my son's wedding day. This is the necklace and the earrings that I wore to my son's wedding. Beautiful, beautiful chandelier earrings and a chandelier matching pendant. I love Etsy so much. When I think about Etsy, I think about how it started. In 2005, it was born, and it was born, you know what, on June 18th. That's Paul McCartney's birthday. So of course we love Etsy. And it was a place created for artists to show their original work. And it has grown to a place where you can get such amazing original jewelry and paintings and wallets that you can have engraved. I mean, it's amazing. But another reason I love Etsy is I love to collect antique pottery. This right here is Ohio Pottery by Roseville, and this is called Spongeware. And this is what I collect, and it's very, very difficult to find. I found a few pieces in Grand Rapids. I have found nothing up here, but I did find them on Etsy. So I got 2 different size bowls. And what I like to do is in the house, I like to have the bowls filled up with apples or fruit for my grandkids. And I just think it's so charming and so sweet. The bowls that I have gotten off of Etsy are in perfect condition, and I just love them. There is something, even though I like to think of myself as a modern woman, there's something I love about that farmhouse feeling. You know, some of those paintings of, you know, the grandma with the apron and the bowls of apples and her grandkids and the apple pie. I know it's corny, but it makes me happy. I love the Roseville Spongeware. I just think it looks so elegant, but it also looks vintage, and I just love it. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. And for my daughter-in-law on her wedding day, for something new, I gave her a mirror for her purse. And it was mother of pearl, and I bought it off of Etsy. And I showed it in last week's video, and you know what? You bought it. It's sold out. You loved it. So I'm going to show it to you again because they have different styles. But it meant the world to me that she really loved that mirror for her purse. And every woman has to have a mirror for her purse. Dare I say say I think the last 20 years of your life are a lot like the first 20 years of your life. You do a lot of thinking. As I have gotten older, my confidence in life is when I walk through a room and I know where my lipstick is and my lip gloss. And I want to make sure that my mascara hasn't done anything on my face, so I have to have a mirror for my purse, a magnifying mirror. So isn't this cute? I don't want to blind you, but this little mirror, it has like headlights. So when I'm looking in the mirror, I can check my makeup, put my lipstick on, and I'm good to go. For some reason, I have very, very dry lips. So my lipstick, like after an hour, is kind of like, you know, the lipstick that was. So I love my mirror, and it's lit so I can see in a dark restaurant. So I'm going to link this below, but every woman, this should be the law. Every woman needs to have a lit mirror in her purse that is magnifying. My garden is so important to me, and some of the happiest times are when I'm out in my garden and I'm planting. And at night when I look at some of my handiwork, I like to see things lit up. And you know how I love butterflies? And off of Etsy, I got outside lighting that shows butterflies, and I'll link it below, but they are the prettiest outdoor lights that you ever did see. Desi, let me ask you something. Are you ready to go for a walk? Desi, are you ready to go for a walk? Look at all those nice hydrangeas Mom just cut. Gotta plant those mums though. I got a busy day in the garden. You gonna help? Nope. I really don't want to end this video without saying one thing about the shoes that I wore to the wedding. And I think of everything more than the dress, more than my hair, more than my makeup. I stressed out more about the shoes that I was going to wear for a formal occasion than anything else. And it was because the shoes had to look good, but they had to be comfortable, and I had to be able to dance in them. And I had to have them on my feet for hours and hours. So I started early, and I ordered a lot of kind of blinged out silver shoes to match my dress. But these are wonderful. So if this matches your color scheme at all, these shoes are fantastic. They are wedge shoes, and they are a little blinged out, but not bad. They come in gold or silver. But they were so comfortable, and you can walk in them. And now I had a dress that really didn't really show off my shoes, but I was so glad I had these shoes. And you can get these shoes off of Amazon, but I had to make sure that I shared these shoes with you, because if you're anything like me, there's nothing like being comfortable when you're having one of the best nights of your life and somebody asks you to dance, but you can't because your feet ache. These shoes, if they're comfortable on my feet, they're going to be comfortable on your feet. And please trust me, they're beautiful. They truly are. The next time Hal is here, I think I'm going to take him here, and we are going to sit at this little bench and have one of our very famous arguments about which is safer, a money order or a cashier's check. This is so pretty for my sunroom. Something so magical about the end of summer going into fall, and I found a new park right around where I live, and I was walking and I got deeper and deeper into the woods, and I saw so many deer and dogs, and it was just the coolest experience. And then out of nowhere there was like this wood bench, and it was right by the river, just like big enough for like two people to sit. And I just thought it was so beautiful and so unusual. And I thought to myself, maybe only in a college town would you find something like that. And I don't even know why I say that. But then I tried to get a certain angle on the bench to show you. And underneath was like a heart and initials. And it was as if somebody was trying to hide the love that they were declaring. And it just made me, it reminded me of the first 18 years of my life. I had my whole life ahead of me, and I had no idea where my life was going. I wasn't exactly sure who I was. I knew I had to chart a course and commit to it. I had a lot of different role models in a lot of different areas, but I had to know who I was, and I wasn't sure who I was, what I wanted to be, or what my role in life would be. I didn't know. Well, I kind of fast forward to right now. I'm going to be turning 70 in January, and those same feelings are coming back. What do I want to do with my life? What type of woman do I want to be right now in this phase of my life? Everything feels uncertain, not unhappy, just uncertain. I know I have to chart a course, but to where and to what end? And it's exciting. It's exciting just like it was back then when I was only 18 years old. Do you ever feel that way, that suddenly everything that was old is new? The one thing I know in life for sure is I want to try to make a difference to my family, to myself, maybe to the world, who knows? But I will always remember this quote by John Ford. He was a very famous director and very gruff. And when Steven Spielberg asked him for advice when he was like 18 years old, he was really just very harsh with him. And he said, "I'll tell you what, kid, when you're filming, if the horizon is on top, it's interesting. If the horizon is on the bottom, it's very interesting. But you know what, kid? When the horizon is in the middle, the way everybody sees it, it's boring as crap. Now get the hell out of my office." And I love that quote. And I'm so glad that I think I know what it means. That no matter what, whether I'm down or whether I'm walking on air, just make life count and make it interesting, or else it's going to be boring as crap. And it's not worth it. And that's the only thing for sure that I know. Just for the next 18 years of my life, I'm going to try to make them count. And I'm going to try to have adventures. And the one thing that I know for sure, it's not going to be boring. These are my very first hydrangeas that I've cut this year. I guess fall is upon me. My beautiful bowl. Oh, I love those bowls from Ohio. And a stolen branch from the park. It was so wonderful to walk in the woods and find that magic bench with my friend. I had to say goodbye. I didn't keep the branch as a souvenir to remember the sadness of the goodbye, but I wanted to remember how fearless I felt when I had my friend with me. How wonderful it was to feel love. everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I just loved it. It's so fun to share favorites with you. And I wanted to know, if you get time down below, could you share with me if you feel at all like I do that, I don't know, going into our late 60s or 70s or 80s, it's like a new adventure, like everything that was old is new. I just find that so amazing. Please have yourself a wonderful, happy, brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right, it's a deal. We'll be here. When your mind is open and your heart is full and you have your whole life ahead of you,